between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go from Miami. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle room. You call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Walker on first down. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Darnold. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. Those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Tua taking right to the air. It's caught left side, right heel. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Downfield, this finds Waddle. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Hill now from the gun. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
On the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey, corner, long.
2 and out from the gun. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Complete to number 10, Tyreek Hill. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Dolphins, first down.
He's right, no.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
20 TX.
Running with Achane here over the gun.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Working quickly here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Seahawks' 15-yard
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw.
Throw is caught.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
20 TX. Ready.
Going on 3rd. Tagovailoa. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm. They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Caught. Cooper Cut makes the play. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Ready.
1st and 10. Darnold. Dumped off to his running back. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is Walker on 2nd. He's got a gain of 6 there. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and just 2 to go. With a quick pass out wide. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And the Seahawks.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. We send a receiver in motion right. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Here we go, sack.
Now Darnold. Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. And just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Well, even after the dropped INT, Brock, this drive's days seem numbered. They've got 3rd and long here.
Lady.
3rd and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Myers' kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Gtowncapp. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. It's a 10-3 ball game. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this.
47-yard line.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at 1st down here. Got his target. It's Hill. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 42.
Hey, double one.
Out of the gun and give to Hill. And he's caught after a game of about 2. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Eamon-Warrior.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
Gtowncapp facing 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Nick Eamon-Warrior. And the Seahawks take over after forcing the 1st turnover of this ball game.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Here we go, sack.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, here's Darnold. It's his targets, that's Tory Hilton. A solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
A gain of 9
That's a
yards.
pickup of 9.
That's good.
And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down.
Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44.
44-yard line.
Motioning the tight end now. Rolling on first. Here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. He has room past the 25. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That one hits for 30. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's another
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Handoff to Walker from the gun. Running down the left side. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They've got 3 tight ends on his first and goal, thinking run or play action. Charbonnet is in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one splits the uprights, and the Seahawks double their lead to 14. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Good. Let's go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A 28-yard pickup there. And that is the Dolphins' first down. We've set it downs from 37. Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready, shot.
The receiver gets it again. Man, they're keeping him busy. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a one-score game in the first half. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
17. Dolphins 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yo, lady. Yo, lady.
From the gun, Darnold. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it off. So we'll take over deep in enemy territory. He's out inside the 30 on the INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Now the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Now give it to Hill. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins make it 17 all.
17. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready. Go, lady.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Walker now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this.
48-yard line.
Here's Darnold to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
Yo, lady. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fight's deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
44, ready. Watch it, Oscar.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Big gain downfield. And he will take this all the way up near midfield. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
1st down, here's Tua. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack.
Let's go. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Look at that power, deep left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Tagovailoa back to throw. Here's a screen for A-Chain. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Race this across the 25. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
We've set it down from 37. Darnold looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's sent out. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And again, it's Darnold. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, he got it! Interception! Dante Trader with the pick. And the Dolphins will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Good. Come on, 3.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
At the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain.
They'll stick with the ground game here. Achan gets a first down and more. And he's going to be forced out of bounds, but a nice run there. Maybe some momentum as well on the final play of this second quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
27-yard line.
Second down carry for AJ. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down run from AJ. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up 4th down. Offense in a hurry up here.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
20, TX.
Looking to throw. He connects downfield. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving.
It's a gain
1st and 10 from the 32.
That's good.
21G. Go ahead.
First down.
Now to it a throw. It's caught left side by Hill. Blitz attack. He's still going. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Achan, a first down carry. Space to the left. And he has it all the way down to the 8. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the red zone now. Catch made. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 17. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Darnold hits him on the out route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Second down now. They need 7. Now an inside give to Walker. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Running with Walker again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. So that brings up 4th and long. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. From the left hash, 54 yards out. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
They'll start the drive with Achan. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 6-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's Achan on the inside give. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Flush down out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down. Here's Achan up the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. All set now. 1st and 10.
First down.
44. Ready.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw, Tagovailoa.
Finds his back. Achan. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
2 and out from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
All right, let's go.
Offense to the line fast.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
20 TX. Out.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Setting up the running back screen. Play not developing as they had hoped, so that's a loss of yardage. Brock, 4th down coming up. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Sanders sends it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Sanders all set to send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. First and 10, Darnold. That's dropped underneath, Walker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So we're through 3 here. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jack Jones has got it. And this is going to be a pick 6. He is in for the Miami touchdown.
I know you've listened to me over the years praise and compliment offenses to just not go away from success. If you're running it well, keep running it. If you're throwing it, keep throwing it. Don't go away from it. Well, this defense, they're not going away from the pressure. And you see the dividends it's paid this time all the way for 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Donald coming back after the pick. He'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Pistol snap, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Goes to the hurry up here. Third and long. Here's Darnold. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Headed out right. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
They've got a man in motion. On second and 10 now. Darnold. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Complete Gets it again to Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Complete to number 11, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
From the gun, Darnold. Oh no, they get him yet again! Rasul Douglas picks it off! Reaches the 40! Hits the 20! And this is going to be a pick six. He is in for the Miami touchdown.